What if I told you that Bruce Lee didn't need flashy flips or complicated moves to beat bigger, stronger fighters? What if the secret to his power was simplicity? In this video, we'll reveal how Bruce Lee used basic but deadly throwing techniques to dominate even the toughest opponents, and how you can learn from his mastery to handle real-life situations. Stay with us to the end, because the final technique might completely change how you think about martial arts. The philosophy behind Bruce Lee's simplicity. Bruce Lee always believed in doing what works. He once said, "Simplicity is the key to brilliance." This philosophy shaped everything about his fighting style. Lee stripped away unnecessary movement in complex forms to focus on what was fast, efficient, and devastatingly effective. Throwing techniques were a perfect example of this. He didn't try to overpower his opponent with muscle. He used timing, leverage, and body mechanics. He studied throws from various arts like Judo, wrestling, and traditional Chinese systems, but he modified them to fit his own philosophy of Jeet Kune Do. Instead of memorizing long combinations, Bruce Lee trained his body to react instantly. When the opportunity came, he used just the right throw at the right time. His throws weren't fancy, they were fast, controlled, and usually left his opponent stunned on the ground. Using the opponent's force, the Judo influence. One of the biggest influences on Bruce Lee's throwing skills was Judo. In Judo, the principle of maximum efficiency, minimum effort is central. Bruce saw this as perfectly aligned with his own beliefs. He didn't want to force a technique, he wanted to let the opponent give him the energy and momentum he needed. In street fights or sparring sessions, Bruce often used simple hip throws, ogashi, and shoulder throws, suinage. These techniques rely heavily on using the opponent's force against them. If a stronger opponent rushed at him, Bruce wouldn't resist. Instead, he'd turn his hips, hook the arm, and flip the attacker over his body with surprising ease. Observers would be shocked. How could someone so light toss a heavy man to the ground like a rag doll? The answer wasn't strength, it was angle, timing, and technique. The element of surprise, throwing in a fight. Many fighters expect punches and kicks. But throws? Those catch people off guard. Bruce Lee used this to his advantage. In most of his fights, especially in real-life self-defense situations, he used throws as a surprise weapon. Imagine facing a skilled striker. You block their punch, step inside, hook their leg, and suddenly they're flying to the ground. That's exactly what Bruce did. He used throws when his opponent least expected it. He often used simple leg sweeps, like the basic foot sweep from Chinese martial arts, when someone got too aggressive. He also used body drops and reaps to take the opponent's balance while tying up their limbs. These were fast, fluid, and hard to